back. Thank you for the love you showed me in the previous video. Thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for the awesome comments you left. If you're new to this channel, please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. As I mentioned in my first video, this channel will be mainly to share my story as a student abroad. Today I'm going to be giving you the 9 vital lessons I learned while studying abroad. And when you see me looking down, I will be referring to my points. The first and the most vital point I learned is about change. You will change a lot, and it's okay not to know why you changed and not to be able to explain. What happened to me is I learned that I no longer viewed life in the same way I used to before. I no longer viewed some life lessons or things that happened to me in the same way I used to see back at home. So it's totally okay, flow with it and you will be okay. Also, don't change yourself. You don't have to compromise your values, you don't have to compromise who you are just to fit in. Despite the fact that you will change, you just have to stand by your values. The second point is about money. This is a really tricky one. First, you will have to budget. Living abroad is not as cheap as being back home. You have to know what you're spending every month. You have to be able to differentiate between what do I need and what do I want. By doing this, you will be able to save, because that's the next important thing. You have to save. For you to be able to travel and enjoy the experiences in that country, you have to save your money, not unless you are obviously rich. You don't also have to convert. Like, that's the worst thing you can do. If I go to the supermarket, I buy milk. If milk is 2 euros, and then in my head, obviously I'll just think, this is 250 Kenya shillings. In Kenya, milk is not even close to 250 shillings. So the more you convert, the more you will feel bad and realize that you're spending so much money. And this will make you not want to buy those things. So it's okay to be fully into the economy of that country. Just by you narrowing down your expenses, you can be able to manage. You don't also have to be mean to yourself. Despite the fact that you're balancing everything and you're saving, it's okay to spoil yourself sometimes. Many people go abroad as students, as is my case. I came here as a student in École Centrale des Nuns. I came to learn that as a student, however, life is not all about books. Sometimes you have to immerse yourself to the culture, enjoy the present, try new things. If you have to travel, go traveling with your friends. Another point is, many people come here as the best versions of their school or their country, but not remembering that their fellow colleagues are also the best in their own country or in their own field. So this makes the competition really high and you might not perform to your expectation. Let this not demotivate you. Don't give up. Keep pushing, because for sure you will come back to your right position if you keep going. Remember that the reason why you went there was studies. So despite the fact that it's not all about books, always give it your best. Since living abroad gives you more access to the things you are not able to reach while home, you can use these moments to the maximum. Travel as much as you can. Personally, living in France gave me more opportunity to travel across Europe. I was able to visit Germany, to go to Switzerland, which was a really great experience for me. I would advise people who are planning also to go abroad or who are living abroad, please travel as much as you can and enjoy the moment. You can as well try new things. Immerse yourself with the culture. For example, in Mauritius, there are many beaches. You can do snorkeling. So make sure you try all that, because when you go back home, you won't find the same things as you head back there. Another point I wanted to add is, at this point, sometimes it's
okay to trust strangers.
I know this goes opposite to what we've learned or what we've been told back at home, but if you want to use carpooling, you will have to trust the stranger. Personally, I use carpooling more often because if I want to go to Paris and there is somebody else going to Paris, I learned that it's more cheaper if we do carpooling together rather than if I take a bus or if I take a train. So sometimes you just have to go with your instincts. If it's okay with you, just take the leap of faith. The next lesson I learned is that you will learn so much about yourself. You will learn to be more responsible, more understanding, more so with other cultures who are around you. You will learn to understand them better and cope up with them. You will also learn to be more independent because you don't have your family around who are going to help you do this or that. In another aspect of the same thing, you will be more aware of your heritage and your culture. In my story, I became more Kenyan, if I can explain that, or rather I became more African. In the way I dress, the way I do my hair, this gave me more the sense of belonging or sense of ownership of my own heritage. So it's okay when you feel I have to do this to show people that I am Kenyan, or I have to do this to show people that I am African. Living abroad, you will discover that you won't find somebody rendering the same services as back at home. When it comes to your hair, nobody can maintain it the way you're used to. When it comes to styles, straightening, or even shaving it. Personally, during my first year abroad, it was so hard for me to find someone to plait my own hair. So I struggled buying straighteners, which later I discovered it was just a waste of time. I came to learn that your natural hair is as beautiful as it is. It's okay to show off your hair. It's okay not to straighten your hair because after all, that's what God gave you. However, you should know that it takes time. Starting your natural hair journey needs patience and love. Sometimes it's frustrating. It's not as simple as going to the salon, sit and let somebody work on it. It's you taking your time, do it one by one, or comb it, show it more love. So just learn to always live with your natural hair the way it is. Don't struggle to straighten, and you don't have to spend a lot of money to pay to expensive salons. Another lesson I came to learn living abroad is learn as much as you can. If you have the opportunity to learn the language before going to that country, please do. However, if you haven't taken that opportunity, it's okay to ask. It's okay to talk to somebody. If you're in the supermarket and you don't understand which one means milk, which one is an egg, please ask. It happened to me when I went to Germany. I was kind of shy and I didn't want to ask. I didn't want them to know I was lost, and I don't speak German. So I didn't ask where my bus was. That's how I got stranded in Germany for 8 hours. So my advice to you people abroad or planning to go abroad, please learn the language, even the simple words like, do you speak in English? I also came to learn that friends are the best thing that could happen to you. Make as many friends as you can. If you're a student abroad, join as many clubs as you can. Through this, you will learn a lot from them. You never know the future. You might need their help, or they might need your help in a way or another. Also, despite the fact that your family is closer to you or your friends back home are way closer than other people you will meet, there is the difference of proximity. They will be the closest to you. In case something happens to me, it's way more practical if I can ask help from a friend here rather than calling my parents to stress them at the moment. So my advice is, please make as many friends as you can and enjoy the moment with them. The last and the most important lesson I came to learn while living abroad is God is the only one who can take you through some things. Some things are beyond your capability to handle or your understanding. And it is in these times that you will need God to take you through. You need to trust Him and let Him go with you each and every step of the way. The void in your life can only be filled with God. And in that note, today's verse comes from the book of Psalms chapter 37 verse 5. It says, "Commit your way to the Lord, trust in Him." Thank you once again, guys, for taking your time to watch this video. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe down below. Like this video, comment, and let me know what you think down in the comment section. This is my personal story, but there are many people out there who have a different version. They have different experiences, and we would love to hear from them. If you have some questions you would like them to answer, please reach out to me through my social media handles and tell me something in the comment section. Thank you. Until next time. Bye bye.